Welcome to Vancouver Island Vision. Today I'm excited to introduce you to Ralph Wilson, a dear buddy of mine from high school, and you're going to learn all about his amazing creations. Stay tuned for that. So Ralphie, tell me about this piece and what the story is.
Well, I got this from our high school buddy, Corey. Was sitting in his family's place for 30 years. He was thinking of selling it for $1,000 or whatever, a couple thousand. Then he thought of me right away, seeing all my work that I do on Facebook, and gave it to me, pulled me up. I was like, sure, I'll take it. So here it is.
This is a beautiful piece of
wood.
wood.
So here's a hummingbird with a flower. Right now I'm just gonna put in the sun rays so it looks like it's like beaming out of the sun. I still got to carve a face in the sun today.
Very, very cool.
But it's moving along pretty good there so far. I think I got like 16 hours in this now.
16 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
So how many hours will you have in something like this when it's done?
I never did something like this before. It's my first one, so I figure another 20 hours I should have done. So.
Wow, okay, all right. So is there any kind of a story that goes with the sun and the hummingbird and all of that stuff, or is it just sort of a random creation?
Just a random creation that I got in my head. Okay. I was like, what can I put on it? I love hummingbirds, so I'm going to airbrush the hummingbird. And then I'll hand paint this. Then I'll put V-cuts in and hand paint the rays. Airbrush the flower and the leaves. And around here, I'm going to airbrush it red, so it looks like blood red.
Okay.
So then after that, between here, I'll be putting black in it. I already see it painted up in my head already. So.
Wow, wow, that's what artists do. It's all up here first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't draw nothing, I just fly it and go, so.
Okay. And then will it go to a gallery, or will you sell it, or what will happen with it?
One of my cousins already interested in it, so. I don't know, I'll see when it's said and done. After I'm finished doing it all, I'm thinking of putting a glass on top of it.
Oh,
if not, my buddy Taylor does all the epoxy stuff and with the resin, like the crown.
Yeah, yeah.
And he makes like tables and that out of it.
The epoxy stuff is really neat now.
So I was thinking of putting maybe in here with the crown melted in there, then put the epoxy across it. I don't know, we'll see.
Oh wow, so. That would be stunning. That would be really stunning. So. Yeah. So if you did all of that, just out of curiosity, like, what does a piece this large go for with that much detail in it?
I have no idea. I haven't sold at a gallery a long time. I've been selling to all my friends and family.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't been to the gallery in probably 10, 12 years.
Yeah, it's just businesses word of mouth for you.
Yeah.
So how did you get started? How old were you? I mean, we go back a long ways, but
I always wanted to learn to carve when I was 10, but my cousin Lon John passed away. He was going to teach me, and after that I was tree space, and I walked by my cousin's house up here, Rupert Scout Jr., and he's like, hey Ralph, do you want to buy a carver? And I was like, sure. I said, well, I'll go cash my check I just got in from Butte Inlet. I was tree spacing, so I asked him how much. He said 150, so I gave him extra $100. And next day, this is after New Year's, so he's like, do you want to learn to carve? I was like, sure. And once then I started, I never stopped. So
really, eh?
I've been carving 24 years now.
Wow.
I decided to use a die grind and make this look like waves.
Okay.
So once I'm gonna tape all this off. Then I'll use like a light blue. Okay. Then I'm gonna airbrush it with this airbrush gun I got.
Yeah, okay.
After that I'll hand paint the killer whale. Then after I'm gonna put copper in here, in the little dome there.
Okay.
Then after that I gotta find some abalone and Courtney, put the abalone in here.
Okay.
And after that I'll airbrush the rest and hand paint it too.
Thank you so much for
You're
having
welcome.
us
Thanks for coming over.
today. Yeah, it's great to see you.
Yeah, once I move along and more progress, I'll call you again.
Yeah. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Vancouver Island Vision. For more information about Campbell River people and things to do and see on Vancouver Island, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media.